Meet us on YouTube, Insta, and Twitter at Voice of the People 96.1 FM.
You all have been waiting for is right here on your radio dial. Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Now you have a voice. My name is Franklin Amakudu Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city, and I'll be your 7 minutes gone past the hour over 4 p.m. Apologies for starting the show behind schedule. You know how we do it. It's always very, very interesting. Today is the 16th day in the month of January 2024, and today on the show it promises to be exciting as we have stories emanating from the camp of a Super Eagles. Victor Osimhen, Yusuf, and William Strauss Ekong were not among the players that were called on to train yesterday during the recovery section. And talking about recovering, moving to the story of Sadiq Umar, we saw that the players have been shortlisted in his club side, Real Sociedad. He will be in action later tomorrow to take on their opponent in the Copa del Rey. How wonderful it is! A player that was certified and medically unfit to play for the Super Eagles, and now he has been cleared to play for his club side. Teke mene. The hands of monkey is inside the soup pot. Who is cooking the soup and whose hand that have turned to monkey? All you find out on the show. And talking about finding out, I want you to tell me what you found out concerning Lionel Messi, as he was voted, crowned as the best player in the world for 2023, when a certain Erling Haaland, who was dominant, breaking all available record last year for his club and country, but a certain Lionel Messi has been called the GOAT, greatest of all time. And the greatest of all time in tennis, we saw that he has been knocked out of the Australian Open. Who is that? British number one, formerly Andy Murray. He has kissed the Australian Open for 2024 goodbye. Goodbye, and more goodbyes have been said from by players to their various clubs, and welcome is what they are singing to their new clubs in the world of transfer. All these and many more loading on the show this afternoon. But guess what? I am not alone on the show today. I've got one man who knows, who loves, who gets pumped up when it comes to stalking sport. No other person but Chukunonso Arinze. He joins me live on the show. Good evening, Sport Bishop, just as you love to call him. Are you there? Good evening and welcome to the show. Hello, Sport Bishop, are you there? We are trying to establish connection with him because he's currently not in the studio. Hello, good evening, are you there? Alright, while we try to establish connection on the show, let's go on a breather. By the time I return, it will be game on. Sport is a religion. Voice of the People 96.1 FM is your worship center, and Franklin is your sport and praise. It is game on. And the game is officially on as we take you to the Handball Federation as a report reaching us as that the Nigerian men's handball national team has safely arrived Egypt on Monday night ahead of the 26th African Men's Handball Championship. That is the Nations Cup. While the football is going on, the handball will be going on, and it will be starting tomorrow, the 17th day in the month of January 2023. The team has been undergoing an intense training campaign in Abuja for over a month under the watchful eyes of their coach, Coach Rafiu Salami, alongside his assistant coach Solomon Yola, and rounded up their campaign on a Sunday before traveling to Cairo on Monday afternoon through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The coach, who has successfully picked 16 players out of the 27 invited players for camping, and they will play 10 times champion Tunisia, and after which their next game will be against Angola before wrapping the group stage competition against Kenya. They are slotted in the Group D of the Nations Cup. Meanwhile, an executive manager of the Handball Federation of Nigeria, that is the HFN, representing the Northeast Zone, Alhaji Oseni Muhammad Abdulkari, saw off the team to the airport, and he charged them with golden arrows to make Nigeria proud and to be of good conduct as they fight to make a great impact at the Nations Cup. Our heart, our well wishes goes to the Nigeria handball national team. It's not going to be easy, I dare say, because they will be playing 10 times champions on Tunisia, and after which it's all about Angola and Kenya. But I trust this man. They have the blood of Nigeria and the team of the Nigerian spirit. The never say die attitude is what this player possesses. And talking about never die hard attitude, let me let you know that the FAB, the Nigerian under 20 girls, are popularly known as the Falconet, brought joy to the nations, the team in football lovers, with a 1-0 defeat of Burundi in the first leg of their FIFA under 20 Women's World Cup qualifying round that was played. Meanwhile, it was the ever quarter finalists, the victory, and the Burundians played with only 10 women after that yellow card was brandished to their defender Aurelia Umarenwa. Oh wow, what a mouthful. So that the game was going beyond their reach, and they had to chop down that Nigerian striker. And guess what? She was shown a red card for that one. And with that, Nigeria had to put one leg. That is, they have won the first leg. Up next is the second leg that will be played here in Nigeria. But guess what? We are already looking like a team that will qualify for Colombia 2024. And away from football of the under-20 women's national team, let's come back to the Nigerian Premier Football League as a great exciting games went on yesterday in the MPFL. Match day 18 saw 4 matches that was decided in Castina. It was Castina United who recorded a shocking 2-0 victory over visiting side Remo Stars. That match was well followed by me, and it was an interesting game yesterday. It was an all-round performance when Junior Okoko and Navio Ibrahim got their names on the score sheet. Let's move over now to Castina as the coach talked to us concerning the game yesterday. And happy coach over Castina could not hide his excitement, talking about Coach Bala Abubakar defeating league leaders Remo Stars by 2-0 at the Muhammad Diko Stadium in Castina. Was no mean feat. Let's hear what he has to say concerning the win.
We have prepared very well. we have worked very hard on this match, and we thank God that the players put up a marvelous performance, a 200% performance, and God crown our effort with this beautiful victory. Playing against the league leaders is not always easy, and as far as I'm concerned, their quality is one of the best in Nigerian Premier League. And we work very hard, like I said, we planned very hard, and by the grace of God, we were able to carry the day. I'm very happy. At least we defeat a team like Remo with this fantastic display, and at least with this goal margin of 2 goals.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
With that goal margin of 2 goals, Coach Muhammadu was such a happy man. Speaking to me after the game, it was quite impressive, and he hopes to build up from that. And talking about building from that, in Lagos, the first Southwest Derby of the year ended in a stalemate after Shooting Stars forced host Lagos, Sporting Lagos to a 2-0 draw. Chinedu Ofore fired home at the opener 3 minutes to the end of the first half, and it was Jonathan Oluku's penalties that doubled the lead at halftime. Karima Demola immediately responded by reducing the deficit, and then Gideon Monday restored parity for the Ibadan Bay side. Immediately, the second stanza resumed. Sporting Lagos, however, finished the match with 10 men as Vincent quickly got the match in order for his unsportsmanship behavior. Lobby Stars, on the other hand, moved to the top of the log despite playing a 1-0 draw against visiting Kano Pillars. Stanley Ogabo put the Makadi Bay side ahead, while Suleiman Idris restored parity for the defenders. Goals from Tekena Garando and a young Nwanye FM gave Bayelsa United a 2-0 victory over visiting Bendel Insurance of Benin. When it comes to Bendel Insurance, if they are not playing at home, they hardly win their matches. It's either they lose or they lose. They hardly win when it comes to their home games. And talking about not winning home games, let's move over to where it's going down in the continent of Africa, and that is the Total NG African Cup of Nations 2023, currently going down in Cote d'Ivoire. If you're ready, come with me and let's fly. One shot on target for Burkina Faso, 3 shot on target for Malaysia. It's a 2-2 apiece when it comes to the shot off target. 60% ball possession in favor of the Burkina Faso, and just 40% for the team representing the east part of Africa. Foul committed, 11 for Burkina Faso and 7 for Mauritius. And yellow card, talking about fouls and cautions. Yellow card have been awarded to the Burkina Faso and none for Mauritius. Goalkeepers have saved 4 apiece, 3 in favor of Burkina Faso and 1 in favor of Mauritius. And for the corner kicks in that one, 3 corner kicks have been awarded to Mauritius and just 1 corner kick for Burkina Faso. This is the statistics as long as the game between Burkina Faso and Mauritius is concerned. The game is in the second half, exactly 57 minutes, and it's still goalless. No goal have been scored. This is the first game in this Group D concerning both teams, Burkina Faso and Mauritius. It's all about the Total NG African Cup of Nations 2023. And meanwhile, later this evening, it's all about Tunisia and Namibia to see who will get all 3 points. And at 9 p.m., one game I will be following with keen interest is the game between Mali and South Africa. And finally, he joins us on the show this evening. The Sport Bishop, good evening. Good to have you join me on the show.
Good evening, fine boy, fine boy. Grateful to be here. Thank you for having me. Finally, the AFCON is here. I hope you enjoyed it as well. You're basking in euphoria. Super Eagles or not, I think it's a good time to talk sport. Thank you very much for having me.
Always a good time to talk sports. Just so you know, the Sport Bishop is slightly under the weather, unlike a certain Sadiq Umar, who was chased out of the camp of the Super Eagles. We and the sport family will refuse to chase him out. He will definitely recover, and he will be on the MIC talking to us. A Sport Bishop now talking about being chased out. We saw the unceremonious attitude of the NFF as well as the camp of the Super Eagles, who medically came out to tell Nigerians that our striker, Sadiq Umar, was diagnosed with a nail injury, and he will be out for 3 weeks, and for that he will not be part of the Super Eagles, and he was quickly replaced by a certain Paul Onuachu. But guess what, Sport Bishop? 17 hours later, we saw pictures, we saw videos emanated from the camp of his club side, Real Sociedad, training, and he has been included in the match day squad that will be playing tomorrow in the Copa del Rey. Tell me, Sport Bishop, who did this to us? What really happened? Is there anything these administrators are not telling us? Because this is a slap to our face as sport lovers and sport journalists. Talk us through this, Sport Bishop.
Frank, if I tell you that the Super Eagles is racketeering, you will say, "Also, why are you saying these things now? What let us not do? It's racket. When the best players are not invited, the players are not invited on merit, but they're invited on based on who they know, or what can come out of their pockets. It is really disheartening. And the player who the medical team told us 3 weeks, did not last 1 week. It was 17 hours. It tells you, well, I want to ask this question, but that's what I'll give me an answer. Why were they in a hurry to let go of Umar from the camp? Why they could wait weeks and weeks for Kelechi and to return? Even though they fully knew he would not play the first game of the encounter. They had to wait for him to recover. And we all know that when you come from fitness from injury, you know you're not fully fit. You still have to get a game or two to get bad fitness. And the guy did it. But they still clear this guy. They do not care. They say, okay, don't worry, he will make it. After the first game, he will still come. He will join up the camp later on after they have finished camping. Who thinks like that? Why did they call somebody else to camp for the team? Exactly, call somebody else to camp and then play the tournament so he will understand the philosophy, the style, and understand what the coach wants to do in the tournament. But they say, no, we'll do that.
Let's cross over to the camp of the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire for just a few seconds and look at how their team as well as their football FA managed the Sebastian Aller's own injury story. We saw the guy, we knew he was injured, but he is still with the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. He's having his lights a warm-up, and he would definitely play against the Super Eagles according to reports. But here we saw Sadiq Umar, and immediately he was replaced by Paul Onuachu, and Paul Onuachu just touched down at camp this morning. He touched down this morning, and who knows, it might be action against the Cote d'Ivoire on Thursday. Who does that?
Not that he will be right big action. He will Onuachu arrived 4 a.m. on match day against Equatorial Guinea. 4 a.m. Him and Kelechi and Apollo Onuachu played that game. So are you telling me the players who were in training camp wasting their getting themselves up and down, working so hard, and not good enough to play? Onuachu came 4 a.m. But who said that he didn't make impact? He made a great impact when he came in. But how do you explain to the players in the camp that the player arrived in the camp 4 a.m. on match day? Did not have a single training with the team, but they was able to play in a game, the first game of the league. So I'm telling those people in the camp that you guys are training materials now. We have boys that will still play this thing. Don't worry. Just be training. Kelechi will play again on Thursday. Leaving those guys who have been training themselves, the Franco Ridicars of this world, to sit on the bench. Don't be surprised that you could also get Terry Murphy playing the game on Thursday with the same guys who have been in camp, watching them. But
All right.
see, we are jokers. See, we are jokers. How do we see? It's either the NFF have come out to the board, they brought out their statement. They've said, oh no, that they followed professional procedures to say this and say that. And reports were gathering from the camp. Is that when he joined up the camp, he's sharing good dollars. I'm not saying that he should not share dollars to the team. Let me sincere now. I'm not saying you should not share dollars to this because it's a good thing to give. We know players who give back to the society, give to their friends and family. What I'm saying is this: let the right thing be done. Let players be called up. Let players be called up.
All right.
Don't give me a story and let the player leave the camp and then it's a slap to Nigerian football.
All right.
I saw the visuals. I was like, wow. It's not the NFL is not telling us something, or the player is trying to find. We don't know, but like I said, let's assume that NFL have come to debunk the news. But it's still see. They say that from clap, right? That's the start.
Exactly.
All the body language is wrong. NFL, all the body language information I'm getting is wrong.
All right.
And again, like I said,
the body language has been wrong according to the sport bishop. It says it's from a clapping we get into dancing, but two players that were not involved in the dance in the training ground on Monday recovery section was Victor Oseni and Al-Hassan Yusuf. Both players missed the Super Eagles training on Monday as they were involved in the game against Equatorial Guinea on Sunday. And both players reportedly lasted the entire 90 minutes. It was Al-Hassan who went off with injury in the second half, unlike Victor Oseni, I beg your pardon, who was able to finish the entire game. We just hope that both players will be available against Cote d'Ivoire Sport Bishop, because we don't want to hear that Al-Hassan Yusuf did not play in that game. He was quite electrifying in that game against Equatorial Guinea. Take away the chance that missed by Victor Oseni. His presence in the attack lineup really showed that yes, he was a threat in the heart of the defense of the Equatorians all match long. We just hope that they are missing the training section is not something that we should be worried about, Sport Bishop.
I don't think so. The coach have come out and said that it's just listen to February, the media officer of the team, and they said it was just precautionary. That the players were led because of Al-Hassan had a cramp in the last game, and Steven was speaking with the medic, and they felt, oh, let's not gamble him. He's having a little niggling knock. Let's allow it to recover fully for Thursday. So. And I just should not be frightened. Like you said, these were two of our better players in that encounter. But I asked myself, if you're in debutant like last time Yusuf is your best player in me, I repeat, it's non-existent. Alex will be doing games. Nika shouldn't be that team and shouldn't even be that first level.
All right.
If he practically so we should be happy, guys, that those guys are just. It's just precautionary.
Okay.
No cause for alarm.
All right.
It should be available for the game on top.
Lami Kamara, who is 20 years of age, he won the Chan and the Under-20 African title in the year 2023. He was the second best player at the Chan and the overall best player at the Under-20 AFCON. He was named the CAF Young Player of the Year for 2023, and he made his AFCON debut just yesterday with a 2 goals screamer, and he was the man of the match in the game between Senegal and their opponent yesterday, talking about Gambia. Sport Bishop.
Yeah.
Pure talent at its peak yesterday. 3-0. The game ended yesterday.
Senegal means business. You do see that starting 11. All their OGs, the guys who won the African competition for the last 2 years,
on the bench.
They sat on the bench.
Oh my goodness.
They sat on the bench. And the small boys were playing. Can this happen in Nigeria?
No.
That's what I
can tell you for a fact.
They'll tell you senior man. Senior man, no. Senior man cannot be sitting on the bench, senior man. But the same coach who used them to win the AFCON, line them up in the bench and play the small boys who brought the result for them. They played exclusive football. They played fluid football. They were by far the better. Like that now, no team has won 2-0 But they didn't just win 2-0, they won 3-0. They were convincing. You will say, okay, Gambia got the red card. But before the red card, the Senegalese were on top of that game. They practically bust that game. 4 minutes back, they had scored, and the man had created a chance for Diaye, who banged the ball to the back of the net. So they made business. They got some young players doing great stuff. Diaye, Kamara, they've got some new blood, the mixture of experience. A lot of Koulibaly, Sandmani, and of course, goalkeeper are fantastic. Some of the goalkeeper formerly from Chelsea and Saudi Arabia. But the young boys came, played their beat, helped the team and won. But I keep asking the question, why Super Eagles? For Super Eagles, that thing happen. Senior players, senior man, sit down for bench.
Chukuno, so please off your mic. Can you off your mic for a moment? And finally, before we go on our first commercial break on the show, yesterday we also saw draws in the game between Cameroon and Guinea, and the game between Algeria and Angola. Spot Bishop, the Minos in this year's AFCON are no longer pushovers. We saw the game between Cape Verde and Ghana. We saw the game between Egypt and Mozambique. We saw the game between Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria. And now Cameroon drawing yesterday and Algeria drawing against Angola. 1 minute, Spot Bishop. Can you tell us?
The Minos do. I could speak plenty broken. I know some people be surprised I could speak broken like this. See, there are a lot of Minos in African football. Let's be sincere. Those are the big boys, and they did not prepare. They came, they will just come and roll upon this team. They forget that football is played on the pitch or play for 90 minutes. If they don't turn up.
They actually played good football yesterday. We saw how.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. The Minos are preparing. They are trying to meet up. The big boys are watching. The big boys are watching. They are not preparing. But it is Equatorial Guinea, we should win them. Oh, it is Angola, we should beat them. You know, Angola gave Algeria a game. And what Angola, they didn't have a top class player in their team, but they had one thing: tenacity, determination, fighting spirit, togetherness, team play. It was a team performance that gave them that draw.
All right.
Algeria had a great game. Algeria played very well. Let me see here. They played very well. There were people they should be winning that game. Because of the chance they created, the shot on target, the dominance they had. But because of the heart of Angola, their mind, instead of play with their soul and their mind, they picked up a point against high flying of Algeria. It tells you a lot about football.
All right.
If you don't come to play with your mind, you get to lose and lose woefully. So I'm happy with the result I'm getting from the AFCON. It tells that football is improving and growing in Africa. Right. But the big boys, there's not much.
The big boys are not getting prepared enough, and they are shown all sorts of football lesson. 070-0010-961-961. 070-0010-961-961. When I return from this break, we will get you involved in the show. Don't go anywhere, but stay right here.
Serving our community. This is the best radio station.
Voice of the People, 96.1 FM.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and Coldberry ice cream.
Delight in every school.
Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and Coldberry ice cream.
At number 4, Ogbomosho Street,
Area 8, Geriki, Abuja, or 3rd Avenue, Gwarinpa, Abuja, or Federal Housing Estate, Phase 2, Lube, Abuja. Call 0908-831-5906 or 0908-831-5908 or 0909-238-9861. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at romeospizza.ng.
Website
www.romeospizza.ng. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Glory to God and to the Lamb. Beauty to the throne of eternity.
Brotherhood of the Cross and Star presents the Everlasting Gospel Movement on Radio every Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m. on 96.1 FM.
Adoration, adoration, adoration to God forevermore.
It is time for spiritual rejuvenation, the mortification of the physical being. It's a whole new experience on radio. Tune in and be blessed. Thank you, Father.
Every play, every score, and every victory is a story waiting to be told. Sports Bit. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Now you have a voice. Catch the thrill, every score.
For Oseni, what a save, but no, it goes in.
And every loss.
Talking about the shot, that's a good deflection, it's a corner.
VOP AFCON updates on VOP 96.1 FM. Weekdays at 12:40 p.m. Sponsors Romeo Pizza and Goldberry Ice Cream.
Tune in for all the action. Rep your team and be loyal to the game. Sports Lounge, weekdays 4 to 5 p.m. Now you have a voice.
Alright, so welcome back to the second half of the show, Sport Lounge, that comes your ways every Mondays to Fridays at exactly 4 p.m. We gather around the table and we dissect every top stories making round in the ever exciting, busy, informative and entertaining world of sport. With me, Franklin Imana, the one you know as Uncle Fineboy. And today on the show, I've got the Sport Bishop, Chukunonso Arize, with me on the show. 070-0010-961-961. 070-0010-961-961. That is the studio line that you can join me on the show this evening. You can as well send me message on WhatsApp. If it's WhatsApp call you want to do, or WhatsApp voice note, or better still, WhatsApp message. Feel free to drop that and we will give attention to your voice, because this is a station that you are the real MVP. Why? Now you have a voice. Alright, so let's get back on the show. In case you are just joining us, we have discussed the Canva issues that have been going on between Sadiq Umar, his new club, and the Super Eagles. We've discussed about the absenteeism of Victor Osimhen as well as Al-Hassan Yusuf concerning their Monday warm-up preparation that they missed. We hope that it was not due to injury but just a slight knock. We've talked about the games that went on yesterday as well as the game that we are currently following this evening. The game between Burkina Faso and Mauritania. It is still goalless and the game is 7 to 6 minutes old. And now we move over to the foreign scene. And in the foreign scene, Sport Bishop, the biggest news we are hearing traveling all across the world is Jose Mourinho and AS Roma. A marriage that has finally been broken. It seems that everywhere Mourinho goes, he's always shown at the exit door, despite helping the Rossoneri to their first trophy in as many years. He was still shown the exit door. The Gallosorari could no longer hold Jose Mourinho in terms of his outburst as well as anger. It's all about being sacked. Finally, Mourinho joins the labor market. Is now jobless.
No, he's in a favor market. He will die in favor market.
You think so? Oh, okay.
I will get it. I will get it.
Okay, Manchester United should be. Okay, go on. Go on. You didn't hear that. No, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Anyway, the third season cost arise in the game. Is there anything that nobody did that doesn't get fired on the third season? He wins the league the first season, maybe wins again the second season, or does well second season, and the third season he's booted out like he was not even there in the first two seasons. The third season, what I call it, for third season curse. Anyway, I think he has done a very good round. Let me be sincere. He's had issue with Roma for a very long time. Even the last game, he was not present. He was a assistant coach that took charge. He was at his stance. He has either having issue with the FA or with the referee. His other issue with the player. He had this problem. I don't know. Football has evolved. One of those days where you had coaches who were like God in teams, the likes of Arsene Wenger, the likes of Alex Ferguson. You know?
Right.
Nowadays, you need to have people who are very diplomatic, able to manage egos. This is what makes Pep Guardiola one of the best managers in the world. When the player falters, he punishes immediately and he uses his left hand to bring him into the fold.
True.
That will make Guardiola successful. We saw with Phil Foden. We saw with even Kevin De Bruyne. We saw with Kun Aguero. He punish you, he brings you closer. Because he knows as good as you are very indispensable part of his team. And he wants a team that has a world-class level and a world-class bench. And they say that what is haunting us right now is the ability for Mikel Arteta not to be able to have the ability to manage ego. The way he had the Lacazette and especially the Pierre-Emerick. Because look at the way he's scoring goals with reckless abandon with Barcelona, and when he went to Olympic de Marseille, he's still scoring goals for fun. Telling you that if this guy was an Arsenal, maybe those goals, extra goals would have helped Saka and Odegaard, push them to where they ought to be.
Right.
They would have won the title cup last year. They would have won the title cup last year. So in modern day football, you're able to manage ego, you're able to keep your pride down. But he's a proud man. When you get into his bad books, he shuts you out. He takes you out. He doesn't look at your face anymore.
All right.
That's what did with Sancho. So I think he needs to change in that way. He's a great manager, fantastic manager. When it comes to you can't talk about world football, that's what I was Mourinho and what he had done for Roma. Roma had not won the title before he came. He took them to the Conference League final, took them to the Europa League final, won the Conference League, lost in the final of the Super League. He has won titles and laurels everywhere he has won. Albeit Tottenham Hotspur fired him before the final of the Carabao Cup against Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's a quality manager. He oozes confidence. There's an aura around him. All about him. When you talk about it, you talk about trophy. You talk about success. Talk about drive. Talk about spirit. But his anger issue yet again has let him down. And Roma has said they will let him go. Not only him and all his coaching staff. And by February 1st, they still have a new manager. We had
already a certain Daniele De Rossi has been yes, he has been given the go-ahead to take on the M's of affair in AS Roma. Officially, he is the coach of AS Roma. All right, away from that spot, Bishop, let's go to where it went down yesterday in London, as one man has scandalously won the best player in the world according to FIFA. But a player who won the treble, a player who won the highest goal scorer in England, that is in the EPL, in the FA Cup, as well as the UEFA Champions League. He won the highest goal scorer as well as winning the treble. He wasn't voted as the best player in the world. Leo Messi has been crowned as the best FIFA men's player for 2023. Guess what? Beating the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. The attacker was crowned the world best player for the year 2023 in a ceremony in London. We also hear that he, after winning the Ballon d'Or in 2023, he was poised to win this one. Now, the debate has been going all over. Pep Guardiola was voted the best men's player, the men's coach, I beg your pardon, for the year 2023 for winning the treble. And his player, Erling Haaland, was not voted for as the best player for winning the same treble. But we saw Lionel Messi with the World Cup, a standard that he was voted the best player because he won the World Cup. And we saw his coach, Scolani, who was not voted as the best coach because he won the World Cup. Why will FIFA be contradicting themselves when it comes to this award? does it mean that the award has lost its credibility, or it's all about a popularity context, Sport Bishop?
First of all, let me say it loudly. Are we not jokers? When you saw the result of the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA Best Award, what I scream is mediocrity, falsehood, lies, fallacy, insatiable test for recognition, and not pure performance and reward for well done. Let me be sincere. As much as I sit down here and I have my opinion and you have your opinion, but let's be realistic. It tells you a whole long story. We heard that both Erling Haaland and Messi were equal in vote on to Valverde, and both voted for Messi, and Messi won the award. And I asked myself, it's becoming not who did well, but who I like. You know, I as a player, I can sit down as a captain of Nigeria. I like Messi and I vote Messi. I like Salah and I vote Salah. I'm not voting because Salah is the best player. It is unacceptable. It is unethical. It shows lack of proper understanding of football and its entirety to vote Messi the best player of the year. Messi was woeful in the MLS. He has only one goal in 2023. Should I go ahead? Messi was woeful. Paris Saint-Germain.
I would
Messi was woeful.
Go on.
At the Champions League, Messi was woeful in club football, but Messi won the World Cup winning the best player by scoring 4 penalties. Scoring 4 penalties. Four penalties. And he is the best player in the tournament.
All right.
Are we not joking?
Oh, I wish we are joking. At 070 0010 961 961 070 0010 961 961. Keep your calls coming on at that phone number, as well as a text message, WhatsApp message, as well as a WhatsApp caller. If you want to do that, I would definitely oblige. 070 0010 961 961. And away from Messi and the award saga, let me also let you know that Lionel Messi wasn't the only winners yesterday. Spain and Barcelona midfielder Aitana Bonmati was named Women's Player of the Year 2023, as well as England manager Serena Wigman. She was named the Women's Coach of the Year, and Mary Ebbs won the Best Goalkeeper for the second successive year at the award. It was a stellar night for the English women, as yet again they showed their prowess when it comes to what the year 2023 has brought their way. Congratulations for them, Sport Bishop. Few seconds.
Congratulations to Serena Whiteman. Congratulations to the 3 Lions of England. Most of their players were part of the FIFA Pro Women's Best 11. It was almost an English national team. About that one. Congratulations to Mary Epps 2 years in a row. Congratulations to Pep Guardiola, and of course to Edison Moreira, who also won the best goalkeeper for Man City. Imagine Man City swept everything as the player of the year. We are joking. Man City did not even show up, but he won it. Man City, look at Haaland. I feel sorry for Haaland. I don't think he will have a better year than he had
this year. It wouldn't.
Not win the best player of the year.
Unless he goes to Real Madrid.
He broke every record. He broke the records in the Champions League, smashed record in the Champions League, smashed record in the Premier League, smashed record in the FA Cup. Won everything he has won everything that is on the offing for the past 12 months. And still cannot be crowned the player of the year. He cannot have better than last season. So let's see what season offers for him. But congratulations to all the winners, especially Man City. I think deserve the accolade, and of course the 3 Lions of
congratulations to all the winners who won yesterday. And permit me to also say, Sport Bishop, congratulations to your online girlfriend Emma Raducanu, who won on a return to the Australian Open, a Grand Slam. As she says, it feels sweet to mark a Grand Slam comeback with a confident win over Shelby Rogers in the Australian Open first leg. Congratulations to you, Sport Bishop. Your dream girlfriend won. Yes.
Thank you. I take with so much happiness. Raducanu finally did the right thing. She got a new coach. She reunited with her coach that she fired when she won the last US Open, and you can see the rewards. She's now winning matches again. I just hope this form continues. I'm happy for her. I like the way she smiles. I hope one of these days I'll meet up with her and embrace her and tell her you're doing well.
It's okay. It's okay.
A good start to the Arsenal Open. Hopefully, I hope to see her in the final.
All right, another woman who got her way talking